I respect LeBron James as the greatest basketball player in the world. No question about it, in my opinion. He's the best there is. He's been the best for a while. And we owed him for all those years here in Miami. He fulfilled his obligation, came here, gave us championships, gave us the best years that we've ever had as Heat fans here in Miami. He did that. But I think that the Cavaliers, man, may have they're about to run out of gas. I'm not even sure they're going to come out of the East. You know, I'm not even sure about them coming out of the Eastern Conference. There's some things wrong in Cleveland. And, of course, the big story last night was the ugly screaming match between LeBron James, Tristan Thompson, getting into it. And Tristan Thompson telling LeBron James, man, you got me effed up. Yeah? The hell you think you talking to? And that happens in the locker room. It happens. You know, teammates get into it. I get that. The problem with the Cavaliers, they don't play no goddamn defense. They don't play defense. And I know a lot of people feel like it's a light switch. The Miami Heat used to do the same shit. Used to, you know, just kind of sleepwalk through the regular season, turn it on in the playoffs, and we win because we simply had more talent. And the Cavs do have more talent. But I'm not so sure that they can get out of this malaise that they're going through right now. It's like they don't even like each other. You know, Tristan Thompson, after the game last night, after Paul George lit their ass up for Paul George dropped like 43 points on him last night. Oh, ain't no problem. That's what Tristan Thompson said last night after the game.
No, it was a great test for us. You know, double overtime. You know, that's a really good ball club over there. And I think that's good for our development, and especially now getting into the postseason. You know, put us in situations like that. I think it's great for us.
What we witnessed with you and LeBron told me on the floor, he needs to handle situations like that better. But his intentions were there. How do you guys grow from that moving forward?
We family. Mm-hmm. We're family. A little miscommunication in the huddle. Move forward. Move forward.
Move forward, my ass. That was beef. That was beef. Did y'all see that? If you haven't, go to YouTube or something and pull up the video. The Cavs are winning the game. They're up by like 4 points, but LeBron's been, you know, snapping at Tristan Thompson all game long. Like he's Mario freaking Chalmers or something. You know? See, down here in Miami, LeBron was the king. It was Wade County. And Mario Chalmers was the whipping boy. Even President Obama saw that. But Tristan Thompson is like, nigga, who you talking to? You ain't talking to me. Who you think you talking to? And Tristan Thompson was about to get in his ass. It was really, really, really like ugly. And after the game, your boy Kyrie Irving didn't talk to the media, got dressed, hauled ass, went home. It wasn't even about it. LeBron dropped a triple-double. 40-plus points. I mean, look good. Impressive win for the Cavs, but everybody wanted to talk after the game about the argument. Cavs won the game 135-130 in double overtime. LeBron had 41 points, 16 rebounds, 11 assists. And with the victory, the Cavaliers moved back into a tie for first place in the Eastern Conference with the Boston Celtics. So Cleveland now has a chance to clinch a tiebreaker against Boston this week, which they probably will. Doesn't matter. And then after the game, LeBron apologized publicly, and then he had to go to Tristan Thompson, man up, and say, hey, man, my bad. You know, it ain't your fault that Paul George let us, you know, lit my ass up for 43 points. 16 consecutive points for Indiana at one point in overtime. LeBron said, I have to do better. I have to do a better job of not showing up my teammates out on the floor. I had the right intentions in my mind, but I had the wrong intentions come out of my mouth. He said the wrong damn things. So My man's saying that the Cavs are playing possum. You think the Cavs are playing possum? I don't know. I think we're going to have problems right there. We're going to have problems with these teams in the Eastern Conference. They'll probably come out of these, but I won't bet on it right now. And if there's anybody in these that can probably take out the Celtics, it'll probably be the Boston Celtics. And I know that's not a safe bet. And I don't want to sound like a complete a-hole here. What up, Vince Wright? Yeah. Tristan Thompson did tell him, man, you got me effed up, ninja. I don't know who the F you think you're talking to. I'm boning Khloe Kardashian. Back to F up. I'm not Mario freaking Chalmers. To me, the inner fighting, all that stuff that goes on, everybody doesn't always have to get along when a team wins a championship. We've seen that in sports. We saw that with the Oakland A's. The great Oakland A's of the 70s. They fought their way to a championship. Shit, Shaq and Kobe fought their way to championships, didn't they? 3 in a row. I never heard too much crap come out of the Bulls championship runs or the Pistons. But yeah. Tristan Thompson wasn't with that bullshit last night. He wasn't with it. He had enough. And he let LeBron know. Of course, they're going to say all that nice stuff to the media. But I think that the problems that we saw last night are bigger than that for the Cavaliers. And here's why they're not going to win the championship this year. They've been to 2 consecutive NBA Finals. That's a lot of basketball, people. They played a lot of basketball over the last 3 years. All of those extra playoff series, all of those extra games. Then we see this crap this year about guys wanting to take time off and all that crap. It's not going to happen for the Cavs this year, especially if they see the Golden State Warriors. And I hate the Golden State Warriors. I used to like them, but I don't like them no more. I think they're a bunch of bitches, Golden State. I think Draymond Green, real bitch. I know he plays hard, but I don't like him. So yeah, it's gonna be ugly if they get back to the finals against the Warriors, because the Warriors got something for them based on last year. We saw what happened last year, and they added Kevin Durant. Bitch move Kevin Durant. I'll never get over it. Leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder to join Golden State. I spoke with Stephen A. Smith from the Puppet Factory prior to the season. He said he didn't even want to watch basketball this year because we all know who's going to get to the finals. So, Cleveland has no bench. The starters are playing a bunch of minutes. I think Kyrie Irving's averaging like 35 minutes a game. LeBron's averaging like 38 minutes a game. Kevin Love's averaging like 31 minutes. Tristan Thompson, 30 minutes a game, according to Basketball Reference. They have zero bench. Injuries have taken over. Age. Richard Jefferson is, 65? I mean, Cleveland ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. I mean, they may get to the finals, but they're going to be somebody's, sacrificial lamb if they do get to the NBA Finals. And I say if because there's a lot of other stuff going on. I'm not overreacting because of what happened last night. There's a lot of other stuff going on behind the scenes I'm sure we don't know. But you know what is a major factor that we can see? If you look from the outside looking in with Cleveland, they're tired. They're tired. 2 years ago, in a losing effort, I saw LeBron James play probably the greatest individual performance that I've ever seen in an NBA Finals. In a losing effort, balled his ass off, and he earned my respect. That's when I forgave him for leaving Miami. It's like, this ninja really wants to bring a title to Cleveland. Because there was no way in hell that series was supposed to go 6 games. Golden State won in 6 games, 4 games to 2. But when you're LeBron James and your second best player on the team is Matthew Dellavedova, and you take Golden State to 6 games, that team, yeah, you're the greatest. You badass. So he earned my respect when he did that. You know? But I don't know, man. There's something wrong with Cleveland. And I think fatigue is a big part of it. And I think when you play that much basketball, it catches up to you after a while. And because they're simply more talented than everybody else in the Eastern Conference, it's a good chance that they will get there. But I don't think they're going to beat the Spurs. I don't think they're going to beat Golden State. And I'd give the Wizards a puncher's chance against the Cavs in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, the Wizards. I'm tripping. You're tripping, Jet. We old and injured, but we still have LeBron. I learned that last year. I hear you, big dog. I don't know. I just think that it's going to catch up with them in the finals this year. So that's my prediction for the Cavs. That's the bad news. That's the bad news for the Cavs. It's not going to happen this year. And their defense is horrific. 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 So it's not going to happen for them this year in the NBA Finals. Don't think so. I don't really care who wins the championship this year, but I'd like to see what happened in women's basketball happen in the NBA playoffs, and it's probably not going to happen. But that's what I enjoyed about the weekend in sports, that at least sometimes it doesn't always turn out the way that we all think it will. With UConn losing and South Carolina. Congratulations, by the way, South Carolina Gamecocks, Dawn Staley. They win the championship, and Dawn Staley, one of the few women to be the outstanding player in the Final Four and then coach the team to the championship. Congratulations to her, man. That's a major accomplishment for Dawn Staley.
What does it feel like now that you've reached the top of the mountain?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great. You want to visualize it. You're so close. It was anxious. I was anxious, waiting all day to get to this moment. But you reflect. I like to reflect on, who and how long it took to get here. And I'm just so grateful for Dave O'Brien. Dave O'Brien, saw us the late. Dave O'Brien was the athletic director at Temple University, who gave me an opportunity to coach, something I didn't want to do. And I'm forever grateful for him. And now his family, hopefully they'll feel a little bit a part of.
Yeah, I was rooting for the South Carolina men, too. They simply ran out of gas, against Gonzaga. That was a hell of a basketball game, by the way. I watched all of that one. I missed most of North Carolina and Oregon. Caught the end of that one. And it seemed like all Oregon had to do was grab a damn rebound. And they couldn't do that. So North Carolina in the championship game tonight against the Zags. But, boy, I bet Oregon, man, just wondering about those final few seconds.
Off the floor with it, dumped down low, Bell doubled up, outside. Big shot here, open, and it falls somehow. My goodness, everyone in the building held their breath for a half a second.
Trap out that far, you gotta go. Must rebound if you're Oregon.
Hinson, rebounded by Bell. He's on the floor though. They have no timeouts. Able to escape, Pritchard. Down low, they go for the two. Smith hits it with 6 seconds.
Yeah, they get right there. And then all you got to do, North Carolina basically practically said, look, we don't want to be in the championship game. Here, Oregon, you can have it. Tried to give it to you, and you wouldn't take it.
Short. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, and the Tar Heels have been superb all night from the line. For a real speedy player to do that.
Long.
Second one, no. And Meeks! Carolina saves it on the glass.
How about that?
The best rebounding team.